Good day, everyone. Welcome to Chem Classroom with Auntie Taiwo. Today, we'll be discussing rate of chemical reaction. Yes, rate of chemical reaction. Now, the rate of chemical reaction is the rate of change in quantity of the reactant or product per unit time. Okay, and reactions can proceed either way. We have some reactions that are actually reversible. For example, maybe when you have the reactants, you have the reactant and you have the product. The reactant forming the product. So you have something like this. Anytime you see something like this, is a reversible reaction. What this means is that the reactant can form the product and the product can come back and form the reactant. Now, before a reaction can occur, the particles of the reactant must collide together they must collide together efficiently in such a way to overcome the barrier. Then the reaction will occur. They must collide effectively, then with proper orientation before a reaction can actually occur. There are some factors that actually affect a chemical reaction. A lot of things affect chemical reaction. The first thing is your temperature. Yes, we'll be taking them one after the other. We have the temperature. We have the nature of reactants. We have the surface area. We have the concentration. We have catalysts. We have pressure for gases. Then we have light, effect of light. So we are going to take these factors one after the other. Okay, so temperature. It has been discovered that 10 degrees Celsius increase in temperature can actually double the rate of a reaction. Yes. So when there is increase in temperature, definitely the reaction will proceed faster than what expected. Yes. It's just like when you intend to make a cup of tea. If I want to make my tea now and I use a cold water and I use a hot water, what will happen? Yes, you know the results. So my tea will be prepared on time faster because the particles in those components of the things that you want to add to make the tea will dissolve on time and collide on time inside hot water compared to cold water. Another one is nature of what? Reactants. Like I tell students, especially students in Nigeria, yes, we all know what Milo is and we all know what Bonfita is. If I want to prepare my cup of tea, now, which one is going to dissolve first? Milo, because the particles of Milo, they are more smooth compared to that of Bonfita. That's just the nature of reactant. Or if you want to cook rice or you want to cook beans, which one will cook fast? Of course, rice will cook faster than beans because of the nature of those substances. Okay, now another thing is the surface area. When there is increase in surface area, the reaction takes place on time. A good example is this. When I have a cube of sugar and I have my granulated sugar, which one would dissolve first? Of course, the granulated sugar, because the surface area is being increased. So, and that is also applicable to chemical reaction. Then another one is concentration. Yes, concentration. Increase in concentration actually speed up the rate of chemical reaction. It's just like when you want to do something and maybe I want to prepare something now and I increase the constituent of those things, definitely I'll get a fast reaction. Okay, then the next one is catalysts. Yes, catalysts, these are just substances that speed up the rate of chemical reaction. They don't partake in the reaction. They are not in the reaction, but they help us to speed up the rate of chemical reaction. You just see them here. They will just be written here. The catalyst a compound can be written here on the arrow. Once you cite things like that, you should know that it is just the catalyst for the reaction. It's not taking part in the reaction. Okay, the next one is the pressure. Pressure is more applicable to gases. Increase in pressure will actually make the gases to react faster than expected. Then the last one here is what? Light. There are some reactions that happen in broad daylight. They are very, very fast in broad daylight. For example, photosynthesis occurs in the presence of sunlight. Without sunlight, photosynthesis will not occur. So there are some reactions that are so rapid, they occur spontaneously in the presence of light, while some, they don't do that. So the presence of light has a lot to do with our chemical reaction. So we have been able to discuss what rate of chemical reaction is, and we have listed the factors affecting rate of chemical reaction. So when else will come, we'll be going to chemical equilibrium. We're going to be doing equilibrium constant. We're going to be doing some practical questions under that. I'll see you some other time. Tell your friends to subscribe on the channel. See you.